Imagine somebody getting a 35 lakhs ka package from a certain B school, and from the same college somebody is getting a 15 lakhs ka package. Why is this happening? Somebody investing a 25 lakh rupees in a B school and not sure as to what specialization is the person getting into. ये सारा का सारा गेम बाबू भैया स्पेशलाइजेशंस का है। तो इस सेशन में हम बात करेंगे कि कौन से स्पेशलाइजेशंस ऊपर जा रहे हैं और कौन से स्पेशलाइजेशंस रिडंडेंट होते जा रहे हैं एंड रिप्लेस होते जा रहे हैं। What are the best specializations of MBA as in 2026? And I'm going to help you decide basis 6 parameters. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं इस वाले सेशन को। This is your friend and guide Sudhanshu, CAT 99.7, Quants 100, I'm Lucknow. And what we are doing today is deciding on the specializations. We are deciding on what specialization to do basis 6 parameters. So I'm going to take starting salary, growth potential, market demand, global scope, फ्यूचर प्रूफ एंड वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस। ये 6 पैरामीटर्स। अगर कोई और पैरामीटर मिस आउट हो गया है तो आप हमें कमेंट करके जरूर बता सकते हैं, बट प्राइमरीली मोस्ट पीपल बेस देयर डिसीजंस ऑन दिस 6 इंपॉर्टेंट एलिमेंट्स। तो शुरू करते हैं वन बाय वन। सबसे पहले बात करते हैं सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग के बारे में। सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग के अंदर हायरेबिलिटी और मार्केट स्कोप काफी हाई है। Although the average salary is 10 to 25, which is on the slightly lower side, top salaries are in the range of 40 to 50. And some of the top companies include HUL, PNG, ITC, Godrej, Airtel, and so on and so forth. Talking about pros of this role, leadership roles होते हैं ये, है ना। You have a lot of scope, a lot of demand, fast paced career, growth बहुत अच्छा होता है इस डोमेन के अंदर। वही कॉन्स के बारे में बात करें तो टारगेट प्रेशर आपको हमेशा सताता रहता है, राइट। वेरिएबल पे आपके लिए एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट सोर्स ऑफ इनकम बन जाता है, एंड उसके ऊपर आपका पूरा का पूरा स्पेंडिंग पैटर्न आपका वेरिएबल पे के ऊपर चलता रहता है, और काफी अंडररेटेड भी इसको माना जाता है। इट्स अ ग्रेट डोमेन फॉर हसलर्स। तो अगर आप हसल करना चाहते हो, आप फ्यूचर में इफ यू वांट टू बिकम सीईओज और हेड ऑफ मार्केटिंग, हेड ऑफ सेल्स, तो सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग रोल आपके लिए काफी सही रोल है। बात करते हैं ह्यूमन रिसोर्स। ह्यूमन रिसोर्स के अंदर हायरेबिलिटी काफी हद तक रिड्यूस हो गई है, और लॉट ऑफ स्टार्टअप्स डू नॉट हायर मेनी ह्यूमन रिसोर्स रोल्स। जनरली आपके एमएनसीज और एस्टैब्लिश्ड कंपनीज में भी एचआर के रोल्स धीरे धीरे कम हो रहे हैं, तो हायरेबिलिटी कम हो रही है। मार्केट स्कोप भी काफी मॉडरेट हो गया है। इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द एवरेज सैलरीज बिटवीन 8 to 20, and top salaries are in the range of 30 to 40. Some of the companies include Deloitte, Aditya Birla, Infosys, etc. While the job has a good work life balance, but these are also the lowest paying MBA jobs. Progression is slow, and there is very limited scope of fungibility कि आप इस डोमेन से किसी और डोमेन में स्विच कर लें। इसकी फंजिबिलिटी जो है वो काफी कम रहती है ह्यूमन रिसोर्स के अंदर। If you are passionate about HR, only then should you go to HR. Do not go to HR for money because you will not find it there. So we rate it 2 out of 5. Talking about finance, अगर हम finance के बारे में बात करें, hireability is very good, market scope is high. ऑल्दो डिमांड इस रोल के अंदर लिमिटेड होता है, आपके पास अनलिमिटेड डिमांड नहीं होता है, फाइनेंस के अंदर लिमिटेड डिमांड होता है, लेकिन एवरेज सैलरी बहुत हाई होती है। तो अगर आप एवरेज देखें 12 to 30 होता है, टॉप सैलरी आपका 50 के ऊपर होता है। IBPE रोल्स जो होते हैं वो 1 CR के ऊपर चले जाते हैं। इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग रोल्स या प्राइवेट इक्विटी जो रोल्स होते हैं, दे आर ऑल्सो स्टार्टिंग एट 1 CR प्लस। There are a lot of top companies. You have Goldman Sachs, you have JP Morgan, you have Citibank, you have Moelis, who are hiring from finance tier one roles and offering zero point 0.8 crores, 1 crore, 1.2 crores, and so on and so forth. Pros: highest potential jobs in terms of payments. Second, evergreen. You will always have roles in this domain. And third most important element is you have a great life in terms of money, right? If I talk about cons, these are very competitive. Number one, stressful roles, and work life balance is absolutely not there. So do not go into these roles if you are wanting to have work life balance. You also need some kind of a background in finance. Either you need to do some sort of certifications, or you need to have very strong basics through internships or life projects, or some kind of work experience in finance. King of MBA specializations without doubt. And if you go to the top IIMs, they will offer you a tier one finance role as well. Talking about product management, before that, finance obviously has to be rated a 5 on 5. If I talk about product management, another role which is growing very rapidly, uh, an amazing amalgamation of tech plus management, a tech and management, marrying to create a domain which is called product management. Hireability is increasing, market scope is explosive, and you have 18 to 30 as the average, top salaries in the range of 70 plus. Companies like Google, Flipkart, Meesho, PhonePe, Razorpay are all hiring in product management roles from the top B schools of the country. Pros may not be the highest paying jobs, but the trajectory is the fastest. That's number one. There is a startup boom, there is a tech boom in the country, outside the country also. So amazing global scope as well as scope within the country. And you can also assume that a product manager is like a mini CEO. And therefore, in a tech company, the next CEOs are going to be product managers. So if you're getting into product management role, this is absolutely gold. If you have tech, if you have tech, then you are basically going to get into a product management role and it's going to be absolutely amazing for you. You need to have tech background. That's a con, right? You need to have some understanding of coding also, some understanding of product also. And not all colleges offer a lot of product management roles. Increasingly, IITs are also offering product management roles apart from the top IIMs that are there. So we rate a 4 out of 5 for product management. Coming to consulting, again, an ever growing field. So what comes after finance in terms of highest paying jobs? तो सबसे ज्यादा पैसे आपको finance के बाद अगर कुछ ऑफर करता है कोई रोल, तो वो है कंसल्टिंग रोल. फाइनेंस के बाद आपका कंसल्टिंग, कंसल्टिंग के बाद आपका ब्रॉडमैन. तो कंसल्टिंग आपका 4.5 आउट ऑफ 5 हमने क्यों रेट किया है? क्योंकि हायरेबिलिटी हाई है, मार्केट स्कोप हाई है. कंसल्टिंग के बारे में एक और अच्छी चीज ये है कि एग्जिट अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत अमेजिंग होता है. आप कंसल्टिंग से स्टार्ट करके कहीं भी जा सकते हो. आप कंसल्टिंग से स्टार्ट करके फाइनेंस में जा सकते हो, आप कंसल्टिंग से स्टार्ट करके मार्केटिंग में जा सकते हो, आप कंसल्टिंग से स्टार्ट करके ऑपरेशंस में जा सकते हो. तो एग्जिट अपॉर्चुनिटी जैसा कंसल्टिंग देता है वैसा कोई डोमेन आपको नहीं दे सकता है. नंबर वन. सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट एलिमेंट इज 15 to 35 का एवरेज सैलरी होता है, लेकिन टॉप सैलरीज आपके 60 प्लस में होते हैं. आपकी जो कंपनीज हैं यहाँ पे, एक तो पहले आपका टीयर वन मतलब एमबीबी, मिकिन्जी, बेन, बीसीजी. उसके बाद आपका आ जाता है टीयर 2 कंपनीज विच इंक्लूड्स, उसके अंदर भी काफी अच्छी कंपनीज. यू हैव एटी कार्नी, यू हैव एक्सेंचर, यू हैव डिलॉयट, यू हैव PwC, you have EY, you have KPMG, all of that. And then there are boutique consulting firms that follow in tier 3. So these are the companies जो आपको top B schools के अंदर मिलती हैं. If I talk about the pros, prestigious jobs, right? Diverse. You don't have to fix yourself into a certain domain. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आप मार्केटिंग ही कर रहे हो या आप फाइनेंस ही कर रहे हो. यू आर प्राइमरली सॉल्विंग बिजनेस प्रॉब्लम्स. तो आपके के सारे डोमेन्स टच होते हैं, आप सारी चीजें एक्सप्लोर करते हो और आप ग्रो करते हो एज अ बिजनेस मैनेजर. दैट इज समथिंग विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. If I talk about cons, very brutal in terms of work hours. Work life balance is absolutely screwed. You have to travel all the time. Well, that can be a pro also to begin with, right? You have a a very steep pyramid structure. Your growth is fast, but it's also brutal. If you're not performing up to the level, you might get kicked out as well. So that is also something which is very important. It's a prestige play, good for generalists, people who do not want to get into a certain specialization, want to operate at a business level, operate at a problem solving level. I think consulting is a great domain for them. uh, Talking about one more which everybody has been asking about is business analytics, and the reason why we've rated it 3 out of 5, because hireability is good, market scope is also explosive, but eventually you are absorbed into any of the roles, be it marketing or finance or operations. So you typically do not have analytics roles in the future. You have analytics role to begin with in a certain company, and then it transforms into any of the other domains. Example of companies are ZS, there is Fractal, there is PwC, there is Accenture. Average salary between 12 to 35. Top salaries between 50 LPA plus. If I talk about pros, you have AI plus data. That's the core of business analytics. Tech plus MBA combo gives you a very high demand to begin with. Cons is you need to understand some of the core of coding, like you have SQL, you have Python, right? You have to understand statistics also. evolving very fast. You have to catch up with it, otherwise you get left behind. Business analytics is also something which has a good scope initially in the senior to mid management roles. You have a lot of scope there. Underrated gem. If you learn Python, SQL, and then you have managerial skills also, I think you can absolutely get onto the bandwagon and start enjoying it. So we rated a 3 out of 5. Finally, coming to operations. Operations has again a very high hireability. You will see a lot of Fortune 500 CEOs from operations. So people who understand operations are people who are good with execution, people who are good with processes, people who are good with understanding how a thing is going to be, panning out on the ground. Market scope is very high in terms of supply chain and logistics roles. With Industry 4.0, you have a lot of scope to combine tech and supply chain, tech and logistics, and improve processes for the future, not just at the country level but at the global level also. The average salaries are 10 to 22. Top salaries is between 35 to 45, and the companies are Amazon, you have Tata's, you have Reliance, you have a lot of FMCG firms including HUL that hire. If I talk about the pros, you have a very secure job, number one. Second, you get to understand the primary sector and the secondary sector, which includes a lot of manufacturing. You have a good growth coming up because of tech being combined with supply chain and tech being combined with logistics. If I talk about cons, generally less glamorous. A lot of people think कि ops वाले जो लोग हैं वो गांव में जाके गोबर उठाते हैं, right? तो थोड़ा glamorous कम है. Often आपको साइट बेस्ड रोल्स मिलते हैं. कई सिचुएशंस में आपको फैक्ट्री रोल्स मिल जाते हैं कि आपको फैक्ट्री में रहना है, प्लांट में जाके आपको काम करना है. कई बार वो प्लांट्स जो होते हैं वो शहर से दूर होते हैं. तो दोज आर सम ऑफ द challenges that people face operations के अंदर. They do not get the location that they want at times, right? Slower growth as compared to some of the fast-paced roles like finance and product management, but very, very strong role for somebody who has a manufacturing background, somebody who has a productions background, somebody who has an engineering background in the core domain like mechanical, production, civil, etc. उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा एक करियर स्कोप है ऑपरेशंस के अंदर. अंडरडॉग है, बहुत स्ट्रांग पोटेंशियल है, और D2C प्लस ई कॉम बूम के साथ में ऑप्स और ज्यादा वैल्यूएबल हो जाता है. कमिंग टू द फाइनल पिक्चर आफ्टर रेटिंग ऑपरेशंस एट 3.5, this is how the table is going to look like. So finance rides up the top at 5 on 5. You have consulting at 4.5. You have product management 4 out of 5. Operations and sales and marketing at 3.5 out of 5. Business analytics 3 out of 5 because it does not move up to the senior levels so much. Human resources getting disadvantaged with everything that's happening at this point in time in terms of tech, and therefore 2 out of 5. How did you like this session? कैसा लगा आपको? कमेंट करके हमें जरूर बताइए. और अगर कोई डोमेन मिस आउट हुआ है जिसको आप चाहते हैं कि हम इनकॉर्पोरेट करें, तो उसके बारे में भी आप जरूर हमें बता सकते हैं. इफ यू लाइक दिस, do subscribe to MBA Litmus so that you do not miss out on all the amazing content that we're going to share on the channel. This is your friend and guide signing off for now. I'm hoping that you will come back and watch the next video also. God bless. Do like this and share it with everybody who's getting into an MBA this year or the next one.